Hello, dear listener. Have you ever felt nervous when talking to someone new in English? Maybe your heart beats fast, your hands feel cold, and your mind suddenly forgets all the words you know. I know that feeling because I've been there too. When I first started learning English, I used to avoid talking to new people. I was afraid they wouldn't understand me, or worse, that I would say something wrong and they would laugh. But deep down, I really wanted to connect, to make friends, to feel confident. So one day, I decided to change that. Stay with me till the end, because by the time you finish this story, you'll feel more confident about talking to new people in English. It started one afternoon a few years ago. I was traveling alone for the first time. I had just arrived in a small city where almost everyone spoke English. I was sitting in a cafe, enjoying a cup of coffee, when a friendly-looking man smiled at me and said, "Hey, mind if I sit here?" My first reaction? Panic! My brain screamed, "Oh no, he's talking to me in English!" But I didn't want to look rude, so I smiled nervously and said, "Yes, sure, please sit." My accent was shaky, my voice was quiet, but he didn't seem to care. He sat down, smiled again, and started talking about the weather. He said, "It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" And I just froze. My mind was blank. I knew what the words meant, but my mouth didn't move. Finally, I remembered a simple phrase I had learned. "Yes, it's a nice day," I said with a big smile. He smiled back, and that gave me a little bit of confidence. You see, sometimes one small success can change how you feel. He continued talking about his job, his travels, and his love for coffee. I understood maybe 60% of what he said, but I nodded, laughed, and said short things like, "Really?" or "That's interesting." Those little words helped me stay in the conversation. Phrase 1 you can use. "That's interesting." It's an easy, friendly way to show you're listening and want to hear more. You can use it in almost any conversation. After a few minutes, I started to relax. I even asked my first question in English. "Do you travel a lot?" He said yes, and we talked about different places. He told me about his trip to Asia, and I told him about my hometown. Something changed in me at that moment. I realized I didn't have to speak perfect English to talk to someone new. I just had to be curious, kind, and brave enough to try. He never corrected my mistakes. He listened, smiled, and made me feel comfortable. That conversation lasted maybe 20 minutes, but it gave me courage for the rest of my life. After he left, I remember feeling so proud. It wasn't just about speaking English, it was about connecting. That night, I wrote in my journal, "Today, I spoke to a stranger in English. I was scared, but I did it." The next day, I tried again. This time, it was with a woman at the train station. She was standing beside me, and I wanted to know which platform my train was on. Normally, I would check the sign or use my phone, but I told myself, no, today I'll ask. So I said, "Excuse me, which platform is for train number 12? She smiled and answered kindly. Then she asked, "Are you traveling alone?" And again, we started talking. She told me about her family, her work, her favorite food. And I realized when you talk to new people, you don't just learn English, you learn about the world. Phrase 2 you can use. "Excuse me, could you please help me?" It's polite, simple, and works anywhere, in a store, an airport, or a cafe. People appreciate good manners, and it opens the door for friendly conversation. Of course, not every conversation went perfectly. Once I misunderstood someone's question and gave a completely wrong answer. Another time, I said chicken instead of kitchen. We both laughed so hard. But you know what? Those small mistakes actually made people like me more. It showed I was trying. It made the moment more human, more real. If you only remember one thing from this story, remember this. Don't wait until your English is perfect. Start now. Speak now. Every conversation is a chance to grow. Even a short hello or how are you doing builds your confidence step by step. Phrase 3 you can use, nice to meet you. It's a classic, but powerful. You can say it with a smile when you meet someone for the first time. It immediately makes you sound friendly and open. After a few months of practicing, something amazing happened. I was no longer afraid to start conversations. I began enjoying them. I found myself talking to people in restaurants, in shops, even on buses. I started using small talk to make new friends. For example, I would say, "Hi, how's your day going?" Or, "I love your accent. Where are you from?" Simple, natural questions that made people smile. Phrase 4 you can use. "How's your day going?" It's friendly and easy. You can use it to start a conversation with anyone. And here's the secret I learned. People don't remember your grammar. They remember how you made them feel. If you make them feel seen, heard, and respected, your English doesn't have to be perfect. Now, let me tell you something that surprised me. The more I talked to people in English, the more confident I became in other parts of my life, too. I stopped worrying so much about being judged. I learned that connection matters more than perfection. One day, I met a woman from another country who was learning English, too. She told me, "I'm afraid to talk. My English is not good." I smiled and said, "I used to feel that way too. But you know what? Every time you talk, you get better. And every time you stay silent, you stay the same." That's the truth. So if you're listening to this now and you feel afraid to talk to new people in English, I understand, but I want you to remember, you're not alone. Everyone feels nervous at first. Even native speakers do. Start small. Say hello to someone. Ask a simple question. Smile. You'll be surprised how kind people can be. Here's a small practice tip for you. After you finish listening to this, go stand in front of a mirror. Pretend you're meeting someone new. Say, "Hello, nice to meet you. How's your day going?" Practice it 3 times. Listen to your tone, your smile, your confidence. It's a great way to prepare before you speak to real people. You can also practice by repeating after me. "Hello, nice to meet you. How's your day going?" "That's interesting." "Excuse me, could you please help me?" If you repeat these phrases every day, they'll become natural. You won't have to think about them. They'll just come out easily. And when that happens, when English starts to feel natural, that's when the magic begins. Remember, every conversation is a bridge. You never know where it might lead. Maybe a new friendship, a new opportunity, or even a new version of yourself. Talking to new people in English isn't just about learning words, it's about opening your heart to the world. So don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait to feel ready. Just start now. Start today. Because confidence doesn't come before practice. It comes from practice. And when you speak, speak with kindness, curiosity, and courage. What about you? Who will you talk to next? Maybe the person sitting next to you, maybe someone online? Whoever it is, take that first step. You'll be amazed at how your world begins to grow.